1727 AD, 56:21 AM. The Jews in Russia are accused of financial malpractices and expelled from the country. 1 March of the Titans. 1728 AD, 56:22 AM. Astronomer James Bradley discovers that light has speed. This discovery published 52 years after that of Römer's discovery of the same thing in 1677. Bradley's discovery published in 1729. 1 Cosmic Codes. 1730 AD, 56:24 AM. Earthquake activity begins and lasts for 5 years to 1735 in the Canary Islands, releasing noxious gases that kill much wildlife. A quake at Hokkaido, Japan, killed 137,000 people. A gigantic asteroid comet passed through the inner solar system on its 92-year orbit, 40 years above the ecliptic, on its way to collide into the North American continent in 2046. 1 Antediluvian World. 1731 AD, 56:25 AM. From Florence is witnessed a luminous cloud moving across the sky at a high velocity accompanied by an earthquake on December the 9th. 1 Book of the Damned. 1732 AD, 56:26 AM. This was the final year that England would have only 12 colonies in North America, for in the following year the 13th colony would be admitted. The number of colonies that rebelled against Britain and became the United States of America, the fulfilled prophetic type of the 13 tribes of Israel, the 13th being the tribe of adoption, Manasseh Ephraim of Joseph. On May 28th over Swabia are seen fiery globes passing through the sky preceding an earthquake. This year was 1776 of the Roman Julian calendar. 1 Book of the Damned. 1733 AD, 56:27 AM. The 13th colony is added to the English colonies in North America, Georgia, founded by debtors and prisoners who were sent from England. The Georgians welcomed all religious refugees, including Jews, but they refused to admit any Catholics. More and more white Europeans were turning their attention to these colonies. The prosperity of the English colonies was the source of much fascination in Europe. E.G. White wrote that, quote, "It was demonstrated that the principles of the Bible are the surest safeguards of national greatness. The feeble and isolated colonies grew to a confederation of powerful states, and the world marked with wonder the peace and prosperity of a church without a pope and a state without a king," unquote. With the start of Georgia began the fulfillment of future Israel as Ephraim, the adopted tribe, meaning doubly fruitful, the tribe of adoption that would be made from all the tribes combined, i.e., all the peoples of the nations of Europe and the Mediterranean, where the descendants of the 13 tribes of Israel were scattered, which is the subject of CHRONICON 1. 1. A Patriot's History of the United States. 2. Planet in Rebellion. 1735 AD, 56:29 AM. This date marks another Great Awakening revival, this time regional in Massachusetts. The religious freedom of the American colonies was unmatched anywhere else in the world. No religious authority or civil one exercised their will over the Christians of the colonies. 1736 AD, 56:30 AM. England repeals the witchcraft statutes, which were being used to hunt and murder many innocent people, mostly women. 1737 AD, 56:31 AM. An earthquake at Calcutta, India, killed 300,000 people. Over Carpentras, France, it rained soil and dirt from the sky on October the 18th. 1 Book of the Damned. 1738 AD, 56:32 AM. The Jews of Russia are again expelled after allegations of financial malpractice. 1 March of the Titans. 1740 AD, 56:34 AM. Telescope maker and astronomer James Short discovered a moon-like object near Venus, passing through the inner solar system. This was not the first time as seen in CHRONICON 2 that a moon-like object has been seen near Venus, and again in 1759 another one will be seen. This is 6048 years of the Phoenix chronology, or 864 times 7 years. 1741 AD, 56:35 AM. Spreading from Massachusetts, now all the American colonies experienced the Great Awakening, a period of tremendous religious growth when church attendance soared and large open-air meetings occurred. preachers travelling from town to town. This was termed New Light Christianity. 1. A Patriot's History of the United States. 1742 AD, 56:36 AM. For a third time the Jews are expelled from Russia, again for financial malpractice. Even at this early date, Jewish antagonists tried to infiltrate the Christian Empire of Russia, and unfortunately one of the greatest human tragedies to occur would be the Jewish Bolshevik takeover of Russia and their extermination of millions of Christian Russians after 1917, one March of the Titans. 1743 AD, 56:37 AM. Count St. Germain first appeared in London, a man of unknown origin who could speak all of the European languages fluently. He maintained vast social skills, claimed to have lived for centuries by virtue of an elixir of life, even claiming to have been alive when Jesus and Cleopatra lived. St. Germain astounded European historians with his immense historical knowledge, and Voltaire said that St. Germain knew everything. St. Germain claimed that his extraordinary knowledge came by virtue of having, quote, studied in the pyramids, unquote. Because by erudition it is easy to fool many, by no means it is easy to fool everyone. The person of St. Germain is indeed a profound mystery, begging the question, was he even human? One ruled by secrecy. 1744 AD, 56:38 AM. The Jews are expelled from Slovakia. The great daytime comet appears terrifying Europe, a comet that filled the sky with 7 tails. In England there was mass apocalyptic fear that the world was going to end. Astronomers named it Comet de Chasseau. This was 2488 years, 1244 plus 1244, after the 10 tribes of Israel were deported by Assyria in 745 BC. The Annus Mundi year 2488 being 1407 BC, when the nation of Israel began its conquest of Canaan. Jews were also expelled out of Moravia and Bohemia. 1. Jewish supremacism. 2. End of Eden.